life because today you are writing your complaint letters. So I would have two things in front of you before you start. I would have the colour-coded complaint letter that you looked at the other day, because that's a really good guide. And then I would also have your plan, because you've done all the hard work on your plan, so your writing will be a lot easier if you have those two things. So, the first thing you need to do is to write your opening paragraph, okay? If you would like to, you can put the sender's address and the recipient's address, but I'm going to show you how I did the first paragraph. So on my plan, I've got my recipient, the person who receives the letter, and I've got the main complaint, which is about tap dancing in the middle of the night during the early hours of the morning. Okay, so let's have a look at what I've written. Okay, so these are my steps to success at the top. Formal language, because you want your neighbour to take you seriously. Discussing the main complaint and what you've done already to try and fix it. But we're not going into too much detail yet, because we've got the rest of the letter to do that. So, I've got, Dear Mr. Metalsoul, I am writing to you because after many tries to discuss this with you in person, the issue of your antisocial tap dancing practice is still ongoing. It means it's still happening. Come on. I am so annoyed at the times that you choose to work on your hobby, and despite trying to sort it out, allow me to explain, using earplugs, knocking gently on the ceiling to alert you, I am hoping that this letter will result in a more considerate practice routine. That means, I'm hoping this letter means that you practice at normal times of the day. I have highlighted some phrases in blue because I think they're a little bit informal. So what I want you to do now is pause the video, and I want you to try and upgrade these bits in blue, and then I want you to unpause the video and I'll show you my upgrades as well. Right, so hopefully you have upgraded some of this informal language, because the more formal you are, the more seriously your recipient will take your letter. So I am going to upgrade many tries into numerous attempts. Numerous attempts. I've tried to speak to you a number of times. Okay, you might have had something different. I'm going to upgrade so annoyed with just very simply very unhappy. Okay, very unhappy. And then the last one, despite trying to sort it out, I'm going to go really formal here. I'm going to say, and despite trialling several solutions, trialling several solutions, trying lots of different things, colon means now I'm going to tell you about those solutions. I'm hoping this letter will result in a more considerate practice routine. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video, and I would like you to use your plan to write the first paragraph, okay? It doesn't have to be really long. Mine's 2 sentences, okay? Second sentence is quite long, but still it's 2 sentences, so don't spend ages on it. And then once you've done it, come back and we'll have a go at the next section. Right, looking back at your plan, we're now going to go into more detail about the problems that have been caused, and then now it's the time to go into more detail. So one of the problems that my neighbour was causing me was interrupted sleep, waking me up in the middle of the night. So then if I go down to the more detailed section of my plan, I can see that I couldn't get back to sleep at night, tired during the day, falling asleep whilst teaching, and just plain grouchy, okay? So you've got to choose one of your problems and then you go into detail about it. That's why you should have used numbers on your plan. So here's mine. Let's have a little read. A little bit bigger. Okay. Oh, need to indent my paragraph. Don't I, Miss Foley? Miss Foley's arms are killing her. She's
Definitely.
like, I'll go quickly, Miss Foley. Right. So here are my steps to success. So one of the main problems that your selfish act causes me is consistently interrupted sleep. Consistently means it keeps on happening and I'm really tired.
Bit like how Year 5 consistently bring in Smiggle pencil cases.
Consistently bringing, yeah, exactly. Time after time, I am rudely awoken from my sleep. Oh, hang on, I've used sleep twice. Oh, can you think of a synonym, Miss Foley?
Slumber.
Slumber. Lovely. I might make it a little bit more dramatic. I might say peaceful slumber. Make them feel really guilty. Time after time, I'm rudely awoken from my peaceful slumber by what can only be described as thundering thumps coming from above me. Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit, but I'm trying to get my point across. Okay, now I'm going to go into more detail. This is the problem. I keep getting woken up, but now here's where I'm going to go into detail and really milk it. So, I'm going to say, not only does this affect me, but it is also affecting the students that I teach. No pupil wants their teacher falling asleep during the input of a lesson on long division. I don't think anyone wants a lesson on long division.
No, definitely not.
Falling asleep during it. But, sadly, this is what your stupid dancing has caused. Do you think stupid is a bit rude, Miss Foley?
I think so. It's not very formal either.
And if we're rude, they won't take us seriously.
Definitely not.
Ignorant.
Much better.
Ignorant, that's better. Okay, has caused. Might use a rhetorical question to make them feel really bad. Do you not care about the children's education? That'll get them. That'll get them. Okay, so all of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences is just about one of the problems that it's caused. My next section will be about the plaster and paint falling off the ceiling and the flat becoming a mess. My next one will be about the neighbours blaming me and how they look at me funny in the corridor and in the car park. Okay? And then my final section will be what I want to happen. So you have got your plan from yesterday. You can use an artistic license. That means that you can add bits in that might not be in the video, but don't make it too silly. Okay? And I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with. But remember, don't be rude in your letter. Okay? Be clever and formal. It's much more effective, isn't it, Miss Foley?
Definitely.
Are your arms?
My arms feel like they're about to fall off.
I might talk.
Maybe
for about
I
10
might
minutes.
write a letter of complaint to you, Miss David,
Okay,
explaining
right.
that.
Stop then. Right. Good luck. We're looking forward to reading them.
Bye.